Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Akpabio, cannot be a judge in his own cause. This is a primary and elementary principle of law. He is the Senate President. He is the Chairman of the National Assembly. He appoints the Chairman of Senate Ethics and Ethics Committee and Petition and Public Petition that has already declared Natasha's petition dead on arrival. So the fact remains that upon this serious allegation that borders on partly on code of conduct of the sitting Senate President, whether or not Natasha can get fair hearing before this committee. So the Senate President should honorably step aside so that Natasha can get justice. So that
guys, years back when Idris Abdulkarim sang Nigeria Jaga Jaga, some of us could not believe that Nigeria will jaga to this extent. How can you be a judge in your own cause? That is the question. Somebody is accusing you of a serious offense like this, and you people are trying to sweep it under the carpet. Guys, let us watch the full video. When we return, we'll continue. Watch the analysis, guys.
I want to first of all agree and disagree, substantially on the issue of whether or not Senator Natasha has the right, to freely express herself in the media. Of course, the proceedings in the Senate, on the day the issue erupted, arising from receiving her, and during the plenary, was televised, live on the television, and she was later invited by this same television station, where she made very serious allegations, against the person of the Senate President. So these are the issue, these are the substantive issue. So we cannot sweep them under the carpet. The woman is saying, no, what happened at the plenary is not the matter, it's not the main issue. The main issue began so day at the house of the Senate President when he was celebrating his birthday. He said so thing to me, a kind of sexual advancement, and she has formally presented a petition for sexual harassment or for attempted sexual advancement against the person of Senator Natasha. That is the substance of the matter. Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Akpabio, cannot be a judge in his own cause. This is a primary and elementary principle of law. He is the Senate President. He is the Chairman of the National Assembly. He appoints the Chairman of Senate Ethics and Ethics Committee and Petition and Public Petition that has already declared Natasha's petition dead on arrival. So the fact remains that upon this serious allegation that borders on partly on code of conduct of the sitting Senate President, whether or not Natasha can get fair hearing before this committee. So the Senate President should honorably step aside so that Natasha can get justice, so that an independent, unbiased committee on public petition can look into the substance of the allegation of sexual harassment against her person. Nobody sits as a judge on her own cause. These are elementary principles of law. Natural justice and fair hearing. Audi altering pattern. Nemo jude kusaswa. As it stands today, he is the respondent in Natasha's petition. So he would have to be heard. He will appear before the committee to answer the issues that are raised in Natasha's petition. So both parties must be heard. So will there be justice and fair hearing for Natasha? No. Under the presidency of Akpabio as the president of Nigerian Senate, the right thing should be done in this country for once, for Christ's sake. This man, you have an allegation, a huge allegation, a heinous allegation of sexual harassment against a sitting senator, and you cannot continue to sit as the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to preside over her petition against your person. At least we saw what happened yesterday at the plenary. She told the Senate President to his face that what is before the court is the issue of cyberbullying. A statement made by your SA on new media. It is not the same subject matter as to whether or not as to the statement I made on Arise Television, that issue is not yet before any court of competent jurisdiction, that her petition should be accepted, and good at it, she was allowed to lay her petition. Now, what we should be looking at, particularly as lawyers in defense of democracy, as activists, as civil society organizations, is whether Natasha will get justice in the present circumstances. Who is the man presiding over at the helm of affairs of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio? Who is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Public Petition, a man appointed by Godswill Akpabio? Will Natasha get justice in these circumstances? Obviously no. So we are calling on the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Godswill Akpabio, to do the needful. Honorably step aside as the Senate President so that this matter can be thoroughly investigated. And this matter cannot be swept under the carpet. You cannot bully her. You cannot continue, to intimidate her by rejecting her petition, telling her that her petition is dead on arrival, while at the same time you want her to face the Committee on Ethics and Public Petition over her conduct at the plenary. So what we are saying is that if justice must be done, justice must be seen to have been done. These are age-long elementary principles of law, that justice must not just be done, but must be manifestly seen to be done. The Senate rule is subject to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that guarantees every citizen right to fair
rule of law. Is it meant for a particular group of people in this my country called Nigeria? Because I don't understand. Why is it that when a particular group of people do something, they will go scot-free with that, but when some people do this same thing that the others did, they will go in for it? Why are we not serious in this country? A woman is complaining and shouting that somebody is harassing her. Instead of these people to look into this matter, they said that the case is dead on arrival. It's like almost all the senators gang up against this woman. It is women in Nigeria that has been fighting for this woman, that has been saying that this woman deserves a fair hearing. And even according to law, even the rule of law stated that this woman deserves a fair hearing. And Senator Akpabio, you are the Senate President. How can you be a judge in your own cause? Why can't they allow this matter to be investigated? Why is it that we don't like to face consequences for our action? When we in Nigeria be bold enough to say to a person, even if the person is your father, even if the person is your pastor, even if the person is feeding you, when will we be bold enough to say, oh, you did not do it right, oh, you did it right? When will we be bold enough to tell ourselves the truth? Because it's only the truth that can set us free. If not, we'll just be running around the circle. This woman deserves a fair hearing, and dismissing her for 6 months without pay, is this the right thing that should be done? They're trying to silence this woman's voice and the voice of so many women in Nigeria. If such a thing happens now in the office or anywhere, the women will be afraid to come out to the public to talk, because they will say, oh, as mighty as Senator Natasha, if she can be punished like this, then who am I? Women will now enter into their shell. They will be marginalized. People would be harassing them anyhow. They will not come out to the public to say it because public will not believe them. Although this thing is not right. This thing is not right. Anybody that does something bad should be able to face the consequences regardless of who is involved. If two parties, if somebody is accusing somebody of wronging her or him, what's every reasonable country or every reasonable senate or every reasonable organization will do is to investigate the matter and find out the truth in the matter and then pass judgment. But this one, that the case is dead on arrival, it is not good though. It is not good. I don't know what you people want our women to do. This woman, Senator Natasha, complained, and this is how they handle this case. Anyway, guys, you've heard from Kingdom Okere. You've heard what he analyzed as a lawyer. Me, I'm not a lawyer. As you can see, this woman, they did not give her fair hearing. This woman, they did not treat the case that she bring before the Senate the way it's supposed to be. This woman, they did not even, they said that her case is dead on arrival. You've heard from a lawyer. You've heard from a barrister that what these people did is not good. But it's Nigeria now, anything goes. And nobody will be questioned for it. And nobody will go in for doing something that is not right. Guys, please like this video, comment and share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and turn on the post notification so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first to get notified. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Please stay safe and have dominion. Bye bye.